Yo, yo. It's Big Vike of MagicalBoxWars here with another box of Ravnica Remastered to do pack wars with, or half box wars. We're going to split it in half. 2 wars tonight. Each war is going to have 6 seats. Each seat is assigned 3 packs. Whoever pulls the highest value of cards over $5 from their packs wins all other mythics, rares, retros, and cards over $3 from their war. Tonight we're hunting mythics and shocks. All the shocks are rare, and then most of the other money cards are mythics. So who's hitting our mythics and who's hitting our shock lands? We're going by TCG MRKT. I have a list from a little bit ago. We're going to look them up live because there's 63 $5 plus cards on the list. And of course, there's lots of close places, and being a new set, the prices fluctuate a little bit. So the top 10 names are Cyclonic Rift, SteamVents, Watery Grave, Blood Crypt, Breeding Pool, OvergrownTomb, Sacred Foundry, Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden, and Bruvac. Here is our War 1. Yo, yo, what's up, Jesse and or Josh? Josh? I'm shocked you're doing this on time. Why is that? Fred's additional. Casey. Greg. Dirty Dog is Matthew, Justin, and Lucas. So yeah, we got Final Boss Fred. C-Max is Casey. Janitor is Greg. Dirty Dog is Matthew, Justin, and Lucas. Both Fred and Janitor's additional. I look back the last 5 boxes I've done for your recent winnings. Dirty Dog hit in DMU Collector. Fred hit in Commander Masters. And Janitor hit in the Vow Collector box. Here is War 1. Fred, Casey, Gregory, Matthew, Justin, Lucas. We will randomize it 7 times. 5 and 2. 2. 4. 6. Here comes our order. 7. Lucas leading off. Then Casey, Matthew, Justin, Fred, and Gregory. Gets that chance of last pack magic. Lucas, Casey, Matthew. Casey stays in 2. Justin, Fred, Gregory. Justin, Fred, Gregory. I try to be very prompt with my events. In the starting time. First half of the box. Like I said, who's hitting our mythics? Who's hitting our shocks? And you want to hit the retro shocks. What half of the box does the money come out in? There's 12. 13. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18. War 2, the little stack will go on top. There's War 1. And I'll just keep what ships up by your names. You war winners, if you want the bulk, get in touch with me. War 1, Lucas, C-Max, the dog, Justin, Final Boss Fred, and the janitor. Let me get a quick drink, blow my schnoz, put on some protection, and then we'll get going. Yeah, you're making a pun with the shocks. Yeah, missed it. Lucas, here you go. All the good stuff's in front behind the token and stuff. So who becomes our rabbit? Retro green, Farseek, uncommon, and a rare. You don't want to see these split cards. Thrash and Threat. Into your uncommons, into your commons. C-Max. Here's your pack 1. Oh! Hiding behind the token. Wild card slot. First shock. Regular Temple Garden. I have it at number 32 on our list. There's our first shock, though. There's our Forest Plains. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you pay 2 life. Common foil and a retro something. Oh, man, these guild gates again. And then a rare. And then a Sphinx's Revelation. But Casey, first on the board. Temple Garden becomes our rabbit. Temple Garden, 1121. No, now it's 1085. It updated to market 1085 for Temple Garden. 1085. Temple Garden in pack 1. Dirty dog. Woof, woof. Here's your pack 1. Retro blue. A spark double. I think we're just looking for that in the anime, which we hit in box 1. That's probably $4 though. Spark double retro. And then your uncommons and your commons. What is that spark double retro? 4+? Spark double retro 358. Justin, here's your pack one. Retro common and a rare. Priest of Forgotten Gods. No help. Your uncommons and your commons. Fred, your pack one. Retro. Oh! Retro foil tomb. Man, that's a nice one. Is that a $30, $40 card? $30 card? And then a retro charm behind it. And then a rare. And then a Prime Speaker Zagana Borderless. But that doesn't help. Nice looking card, but that retro into your uncommons and your commons. Retro Overgrown Tomb came out in box 1, and now Retro Overgrown Tomb foil comes out in box 2. There's your Swamp Forest Shock. That's a cool card. The retro, like I said, they're what you're looking for is the retro foil shocks in this set. Overgrown, and that's going to be our new leader. That's definitely retro is 1639. We'll see what foil is. Overgrown Tomb Retro 38.46. Look at that. Close to a $40 card right there. 38.46 foil. Nice hit, Fred. 38.46. 38.46. Tomb Retro foil. Pack 1. Janitor. Closing out round 1. Big round 1. Greg, retro green. Chord of Calling. It's a cool one, but again, it's like it's one of them ones that are $3 to $5. And and that's your uncommons, yeah, and your commons. Yeah, what's Chord of Calling retro? Chord. $373. So it's Chord of Calling and Spark Double right around, yeah, $350 each. So round 1, Casey hit Temple Garden, but then Fred hit Retro Foil Overgrown Tomb. Close to $40. Lucas, need to put something on the board here. Retro Guildgate. Rare. And the Lost anime. That's not helping. And then your uncommons and your commons. Casey, Trying to tighten the gap here. And a foil retro shock's gotta win, right? Wars in these boxes. See if Casey can pull something else here to add. That's a Temple Garden. Retro. Dreadbore. No help. That might be another like $3 card. Dirty Dog. Oof, oof. Your pack too. Retro uncommon and rare. A Mind Leech Mass. No help. Uncommons and commons. Justin. Gonna put something on the board here. I guess Cyclonic Rift beats it, right? Oh, you got a retro green foil too here, Justin. Give us something good. Oh, a Guardian Project foil. That's a cool one. That's definitely going to play. And then a retro Petitioners common and a rare. And a Yiva. You get on the board, though, Justin, going around 3. What's Guardian Project? Guardian Project Retro is normally $10.97. This is going to put you in a second. Foil is $11.40. Market price $11.40 for foil. Guardian Project Retro $11.40 for Justin. $11.40 Guard Project foil retro in pack 2. Forecasting cost. We hit the anime version of this in box 1. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, draw a card. Simic strength comes from its diversity. Again, this is the best part of these retro foils, is the old school little shiny star across the bottom. Man, and look at this, all green. I like these winnings. Fred, trying to stretch it out. Retro Rakdos. No help. You hit a couple of retro rares. Your uncommons and your commons. Janitor. You're looking to put something on the board here going to the final round. So last pack in round 2, and then just 1 pack left each. Still chasing Fred in retro OvergrownTomb foil. Retro Guildgate. Mythic. So Janitor hits our first Mythic here at the end of round 2. Give us something good. No, a Ral. Not good. And your uncommons and commons. So going to the final round, we're still chasing Fred in foil retro OvergrownTomb. Justin and FoilRetro Guardian Project is number 2. And Casey and Regular Temple Garden is next. But Fred's up there at 3846. Justin has 1140. And C-Max has 1085. Lucas, you need a Cyclonic Rift or a Retro Foil Shock better than Fred's. Rare. Atomic. No help. Into your uncommons and your commons. Sorry, I couldn't pull you anything tonight. There's just C-Max. You are a little over 20 or under $28 down. Can you spike something here to take the lead back? Retro Pariah's Shield. No help. And your uncommons and commons. Dirty Dog. Oof, oof. Your last shot here tonight. Need a big one. Want to see Mythic Blue or no foil? Oh, you do. You got a foil retro green too. Man, we've already had 2 retro foil hits. Give us another one. No, I don't think. It's a common. Ledgewalker. And then a retro Guildgate. Man, there's a couple teases. A foil retro common and then that instead of a retro shock and a rare. Midnight Reaper. And your uncommons and commons. Fred, you're just down to 2 packs here that can hurt you. Justin has 1140. So he needs 2707 to take the lead from you. Rare. Oh, there, that helps. There's an extra hit for him. Let's see how close this gets him. He's going to need another like $10, $15 hit, I think. But let's see. Hallowed Fountain. Regular. It's only $8.53. We'll see what it updates to. It doesn't want to focus on it. Hallowed Fountain. $8.41 market. $8.41 for Justin. $8.41. Hallowed Fountain in pack 3. So he had 1140. Brings him at 1981. So he's about a little over halfway there. He needs another, $19 hit. So he needs another big one. That was at that extra slot. Retro common. And a rare. A Warren and Warden. Like I said, you don't want to see them split cards. Here's our Plains Island Shock. Hallowed Fountain. So just a couple hits, but right now, Fred's got the big one. And like I said, I got to think if you hit a retro foil shock in these boxes, it's got to be good for the win most of the time. Fred, you don't have to be greedy here. Really put it away, though, with some kind of hit here. You're really just fearing Cyclonic Rift or a better foil retro shock. Retro? Oh, man. Wow. And SteamVents Retro, I got it number 4 on our list. That's another huge hit for Fred. Fred hits 2 retro shocks, 1 foil. SteamVents. Monster Night. SteamVents Retro 2390. We'll see. So yeah, that puts it away. Unless somebody's hitting a foil retro and a Cyclonic Rift. If Greg in your last pack. 2137. Retro SteamVents 2137. 2137. SteamVents Retro in pack 3. He had 3846. Brings him to 5983. He pulls $60 tonight. And there's our Island Mountain shock retro SteamVent. Man, these are awesome winnings. A couple of retro foils and a bunch of, and then another retro, and then two other regular shocks. Janitor, your last Hail Mary here. Maybe a foil Cyclonic Rift wins it for you. A foil retro SteamVents possibly. I don't think that's $60. There we go. Here's your last Hail Mary. You needed that to be a shock right there, that wild card slot. Retro uncommon and a rare. And a Taza. No help. So congrats to Fred, but he pulls the 2 top cards from the war. Couple big ones tonight for Final Boss. Justin with a couple nice ones. Like I said, these retro foil hits I like. And these lay out. Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden, Guardian Project, SteamVents, and Foil Retro Overgrown. Here you go, Fred. Productive night. Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden, Guardian Project Foil Retro, SteamVents Retro, and Overgrown Tomb Retro Foil. So 4 shocks. 2 of them are retro. 1 is retro foil. And then a retro foil mythic. Nice night. Fred wins it. Close to $60 by himself. Justin had just under 20. And then Casey had just under 11. So again, it's what, 60, say another 20, 80, and another 10. It's at least $90 in top loaders. Again, nice entry fee. Big winnings. Ward 2. And Ward 2, very important participants. We got Janitor, Bobby, Fred, Land Magnet or James. That's Josh. And then Scott. Recent winnings. Janitor won in Val Collector. Fred won in Commander Masters. James hit in Force of Will Retro in the most recent Dominaria Remastered. Josh won the other half of that Dominaria Remastered. And then Scott has hit 2 leadoff homers in collector boxes. Dominaria United and Val. Here is War 2. Gregory, Bobby, Fred, James, Josh, Scott. We'll randomize it. Ooh, big shake. Full shake. 12. Max mix-up. 2. 4. 6. 8. 10. 11. Here comes our order. 12. Scott, James, Bobby, Josh, Fred, Greg. Scott, James, Bobby. Scott, James, Bobby, Josh, Fred, Greg. We got Fred, you're in the 5 seat again. Fred just won big from the 5 seat in War 1. We got Scott, James, Bobby, Josh, Fred, Greg. And Greg hits the 6 seat both times. Let's see if you can get something this time. Scott leading off. And Scott specializes in leadoff homers. What he pulls here in the leadoff pack of the war. Does he have a mythic here, right here? Pack War 1 or War 2? Pack 1, War 2. Common foil. And a retro Tajik. No help. And your uncommons and your commons. Land Magnet. This is where you want to earn your nickname. This box with all the shocks. Retro, uncommon, rare. A Grave Troll. And your uncommons and your commons. Bobby. Your pack 1. Retro. Oh, Guildgate. Oh, and it looked like a Borderless Mythic. Or maybe an anime Mythic. I guess there isn't Borderless. This has to be anime, right? A Domri. It is anime, but he does not play. An anime mythic and no help in your uncommons and commons. Josh, here's your pack one. Retro, common, and a rare. A Bedeck and Bedazzle split into your uncommons and your commons. Fred, this is where you hit your foil retro shock, wasn't it? Was that in pack one for you? Yeah. See what you got here in pack one. Retro. Blazing Archon. Man, them white ones are hard to read. No help. And then your uncommons and commons. Janitor. Looking to give us a rabbit for round 2 and 3. Uncommon foil. Retro uncommon. And a rare. A Dreadbore. So nothing in round 1. Scott. Moving off round 2. Retro foil, I think. Black. Ultimate price. Uncommon. Another retro. And then a grave troll. We did that in box 1 too. We hit the regular and the retro. I think they're a couple bucks each. Land magnet. Your pack too. It's a cool worm token. Retro Guildgate. Rare. Man. Response and Resurgence. Into your uncommons and commons. Bobby. Had a mythic anime in pack 1, but it didn't play. See what you have here, pack 2. Retro, uncommon, and another mythic. So you hit a mythic in each of your first 2. Come on, give us our rabbit here with this one. No, they've been 2 misses. Gideon. And your uncommons. Oh, that was a retro. Vindictive Vampire. Josh. There's your pack, too. Retro. Hellkite Tyrant. We're looking for Utvara Hellkite. We're not looking for the Tyrant, I don't think. And then into your uncommons. Yeah, is it just because it's ringing my bell? It's the Hellkite part. Hellkite Tyrant Retro 225. Fred. Fred looking to sweep the box tonight. Got the win in War 1. I don't think I've seen them tokens yet. Sphinx, 4/4 Flying Vigilance. Rare. Oh, and then a breeding pool. Man, Fred, that 5 seat is hot for you. You have anything behind it? Retro, Compulsive Research, and a rare. And a Bottled Cloister. No help, but you're our rabbit again. Breeding pool. Regular 1562. We'll see what it updates to. Breeding pool 1559. Market 1559. 1559. Breed pool. Impact 2. There's our Forest Island shock. Janitor. Closing out round 2, and then we just got 1 pack left each. Retro common and a rare. A Kaya. Your uncommons and commons. So going to the final round, we're chasing Fred in breeding pool 1559. It's our number 14. Names above it are just Blood Crypt, Watery Grave, SteamVents, and Cyclonic Rift. Scott, you have one of them names. Here's your last shot. Common foil. And a retro grazer common. And a rare. And a Chord of Calling. Who hit the other Chord of Calling? There's regular Chord of Calling. And then your uncommons and commons. Scott, I mean, nothing for you, bud. Sorry. Land Magnet, here's your last shot. Fred, you're down to 4 packs. That can hurt you. Retro uncommon. And a rare. Sorry, James. I hit 2 of them. Split cards for you. There's Connive and Concoct. My apologies. Bobby, your last shot. Oh, where's Hellkite? That's not going to get you there, though. Retro, I got it number 60. So that's got to be like just under or do like 525. It's a cool looking card, though, Retro. Utvara, so we hit both the Hellkites, big nasty flyers. Utvara. Retro 532. Let's see what it updates to. 503 just barely hangs on. 503. Bobby. Retro and pack 3. Big 6/6 flyer for 8 casting cost. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. Man. The fear of dragons is as old and as powerful as the fear of death itself. Just down to 2 packs that can hurt you, Fred. Josh. Can you pull a better shock or Cyclonic Rift? Retro blue, common, and a rare. Sword of the Payrunes. No help. Just down to 1 pack that can hurt you, Fred. See if you can stretch out your lead again. This is where you hit SteamVents Retro in War 1 in your last pack. See what you got in pack 3 this time. Are you going to sweat out the last one? That last pack by Greg. Retro Foil Blue. Oh, man. Cyclonic Rift. Bruvac. Give us something good. Totally lost. Not good. And a retro gold. And a rare. A Ghost Way. So no help. Janitor. Again, the names above regular breeding pool are Sacred Foundry, regular and borderless, OvergrownTomb, retro, breeding pool, retro and borderless, Blood Crypt, borderless and retro, Watery Grave, retro, SteamVents, borderless and retro, and the 3 versions of Cyclonic Rift. Breeding pool, I have at 14, so you have a top 13 here, Grego, for some last pack magic. Prevent the sweep of Fred. Retro, oh, that's it, Void Slime. So congrats to Fred for sweeping the second box of Ravnica Remastered. And the big money comes out in War 1 for him. But again, huge night. For anybody when you sweep a box. So yeah, Fred just bought an entire box of Ravnica Remastered for, what was it, just over $30, I think. And this one you get Hellkite Retro and Breeding Pool. War 1 was the big money one for you, Fred. War 1, you get Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden, Foil Retro Guardian Project, a SteamVents Retro, and a Retro Foil OvergrownTomb. So congrats to Fred tonight. Sweep! Taking it both wars home. Upcoming schedule, there's just a couple seats left in cons, and then we'll hunt some more lands. We'll hunt fetches in here. So yeah, hopefully this fills over the next day or two. And then we'll do another box of cons. If you want to get involved, check us out. Facebook group, same name as this YouTube channel, MagicalBoxWars. Guys, enjoy your day. Guys and gals, enjoy your day off tomorrow if you have it. And have a good week. I'll be in touch. Peace.